That's Tasia.
That's Anthony. And we're the Thompsons.
Come on wine with us.
Oh, I'm going to try my wine, guys. Intro.
Ladies and gentlemen, and all the lovers around the world, I want to talk about...
All right. So, what is up, Thompson motherfucking gang? We at that 1.3K, y'all. Yes, let's get it. And before we get into this video, remember to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, share this video with everyone that you guys know. I definitely just missed something. I don't know what it was.
Comment below.
And comment below. All right, y'all.
She rusty, y'all. As y'all can see, we have not recorded the video
in a long time.
2 weeks, y'all.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
We've been going live and stuff, so we just want to let y'all know
we're not fake. We have not forgot about the giveaway. We're going to be doing the giveaway, so just give us a little bit more time. We're going to get everybody's names together, and we're going to do the giveaway video for the $50 winner. We have not forgot about you guys. I do not want you guys to think we're one of them people. The video today. So today we are going to be giving you guys a story time. Everybody has been asking us the same question. How many kids do we have, and why do we always say 4 when they only see 2? So today we're just gonna give you guys a little bit of background about our kids, and so let's just get into the video.
All right. So
also we're drinking regular Moscato today. No pink.
No pink. All red.
It's actually Aldi's wine, and it's like $2 and some change. It's called the Wink and Owl. I love this wine. It's just so cheap and it's good, and I love it.
Yes. So, yes. So we're getting into the story time, y'all. So we will start in the beginning. We do have 4 children as a whole, but we do have 2 present, like here on with us,
living children.
2 living children. So we did our first set of children was back all the way back in 2014. We had a set of twins. We were pregnant with twins, and they were delivered November 13th, 2014. During the time of delivery of the twins, she was still 24.
No, I was 20 weeks.
20.
I think the story time is going to be more for me to tell, because I feel like he's not. I mean, we'll see. He sounds like he's already rusty and he doesn't know what he's talking about. So yes,
just
guys.
because I didn't get the weeks right.
Okay.
Anywho,
so anyway. I was 20 weeks pregnant with our twins. We found out I was pregnant like June of 2014. Everything was going good. First of all, we went in. We had no clue, okay? We just was going for our first ultrasound. This is my first pregnancy. I didn't know what was going on. We were scared. It was just crazy. We go in there, and ultrasound technician was just in there. You know, they do the inside one or whatever. And I'm sitting here, and you know, she kind of turned the screen a little bit, and she kind of looking funny. And me and Anthony, we didn't know what was going on, but we kind of felt like something.
And this is our first kids, y'all, so we didn't
know nothing.
And I never knew how to really understand ultrasounds.
Right, yeah, neither one of us did. I had never seen an ultrasound in real life, like until this one. And she was like, "Do twins part of your guys' family?" And we're like, "No."
Not that I know
And then
of.
she just like turned the screen around, and you could just see like 2 little babies in there just bouncing around.
She was like, "Well, your guys are having twins," and we're like,
we almost just died. Like, we literally almost died.
You telling me there's 2 in there?
Exactly.
So,
nobody in our family believed us anyway.
Yes, we telling people they like stop playing.
So we had to just show them the proof.
Yes, we had to get an ultrasound that says baby A and baby B, y'all. So as time goes on, you know, she was high risk because it was twins.
But healthy other than that.
Yeah, healthy other than that. So we had multiple doctor's appointments. We lived in Freeport, which, I mean, they didn't really handle.
They didn't have any high risk.
Yeah,
so
they
we
didn't
would
have
go
no high risk. So
between them and out of town to see the doctor.
Right. So comes few months pass. We're now at the stage where she's 4 months. 20 weeks at this point in time, so it comes out to
5 months.
5 months. Right? I don't know. I just said 20 weeks.
24,
that's all I said.
5 months. Anyway, some months. No, it is 4 months.
Just
go ahead,
20
baby.
weeks, baby. Just 20 weeks.
20 weeks. 20 weeks. At 20 weeks, yeah.
So she was 20 weeks, y'all, and
it's time to find. You know, everybody finds out the sex at 20 weeks, so that's what we're doing.
Yes. So we had 2 doctor's appointments that day. One was to find out the sex of the baby,
very
which
first
was
appointment
all the
for the
way
day.
and Rockford.
Yeah.
Right? We went to Rockford first? Okay. So we went to Rockford first to find out the sex of the baby. So we found out the sex of the baby. It was a boy and a girl. So we were very excited about that. We're super geeked. Then the same day, we had to come back from Rockford and go to the regular doctor in Freeport. So they checked her again, you know.
Everything was fine. And
cervix
they did
check,
another ultrasound. So like everything was fine.
Check the cervix, make sure.
Well, no, they didn't check the cervix. They didn't check the cervix, baby. They don't check the cervix early in pregnancy. No way. They don't check the cervix until you're like about to deliver. So they did not do anything down there. They didn't check anything, but they just did another ultrasound. So and I had in ultrasound that day too. So I had several ultrasounds going on that day. So basically, I was super hungry and I was starving like always, because you know. And so we went to this place, we got something to eat or whatever. I started feeling weird while we were in there. I'm like, baby, I don't know if it's like blood. I don't know what's happening, but something just feels like it's coming out. Like it feels weird. So I got to my dad's house and I just felt like funny. And I'm like, I have to go use the bathroom. And I'm sorry, guys. I'm just going to put in the title that it's going to be like a little bit explicit. I feel like I can't tell the story right if I'm not just telling it like what it is. And I literally felt like I had to like poo. So I sat down to use the bathroom, and when I was like going, I felt like something like bulge out of the front. And literally, well, we didn't know then, but it was our baby boy Avier. It was his sack around him, but he was already like coming out. So the way to wrap this up, because this story time can go forever if we went into pure detail, but basically, long story short, they don't really know exactly what happened. They ended up having to deliver Avier. He was already out down the vaginal canal. Like I had to, I was in labor for like, 11 hours?
Yeah.
I delivered him at like 11 10 and a half hours, and then her at 11 hours. Because I still had to go through like regular delivery, the push stage, all that good stuff. And so yeah, unfortunately they did pass away shortly after they were born. They were alive, but they did pass away shortly after, just because they were just way too early. And if they literally told us that they would have been like a few weeks, like literally 2 or 3 weeks would have just made the difference in probably them being here right now today. So I don't know, it was extremely hard, you know, for us to wrap our heads around that. We were only 19. We were just young, and it was so sad. It just took me I was in a dark place for a while. It just took me a long time to get out of that. And honestly, we had never thought we could have kids again. And the doctor was kind of telling us like, wait a while, you know, you never can replace your kids, you know, just all that stuff like that. So then
2016, which our kids' names, you guys, was Avier Charles Fidel Thompson, and then we had Aviana and Monet Thompson. So that was their names. And then
and then we got this tattoo for them.
Their tattoo, yo.
These are their actual real footprints,
These are
guys.
their actual real footprints. I will try to take a picture, y'all, and then insert it on the video so y'all can see the tattoos. We have matching tattoos, and then with their actual footprints. So then,
fast forward 2016.
Next year, y'all, she got pregnant.
That's 2015.
You was pregnant in 2015. Oh no.
I got pregnant in January. And had him in August.
Yep, surely did. I remember that. So 2016, y'all. Knock, knock, knock. Here she goes, pregnant again, doing things you wasn't supposed to be doing, but we was doing it anyway because we was married. Anyways, so here she goes. She popped up again. Now this one, we're with Mikhail. Okay, so this was Mikhail's pregnancy, and
everything was fine.
Yes.
The only thing that was wrong during my pregnancy with Mikhail was that I had high blood pressure, y'all. I was on medication. My blood pressure was like super high, like all the time. Y'all, my numbers were bad. And I believe it was just because I was so stressed. I was so scared of what happened to the twins. We just didn't know how everything was going to turn out and all that stuff. So we were just really under a lot of stress. And then after what happened with the twins, I was told I would never have another normal pregnancy. So I'm automatically considered high risk, whether the baby's fine, anything going on, always going to be high risk. So his pregnancy was pretty much fine. We delivered him up until 36 weeks. We had him at 36 weeks. He was technically premature, but he came out just grown, living his best life,
whatever he
being the Mikhail that you guys know today. Okay, he's just a fighter. So
what was I finna say? can't remember. I had a thought, y'all, but I definitely lost it. So I guess we will move on. So Mikhail was 2. Oh, his name. So Mikhail name does have a meaning. Mikhail's name is Mikhail Mary Thompson. Mikhail, his first name is
God has rewarded in Hawaiian.
Okay,
And Amiri is prince in African.
Yes.
So God has awarded a prince. That was kind of like our name that we chose after all the stuff that happened with like the twins and all that stuff. We just thought that was like the perfect name for him.
Yep. So God has rewarded a prince. So Prince Amiri was him. So that is Mikhail. And then
2019, no, 2018.
18.
We found out, that we were pregnant with Survivor. And I'm going to say Survivor was probably the biggest shock out of like all the pregnancies, because we had like just moved down here and I don't know, it was just crazy.
We had just moved from Georgia and
we just weren't expecting to be pregnant that fast when we came. It was just a lot. He was like the most sudden, out of the blue, couldn't believe it. But I'm telling y'all, I knew I was pregnant. Y'all didn't have to look at the test. I literally was like coming home from work and I had just like, I worked at Chick-fil-A at the time. I just kept having heartburn. I just kept feeling like really like heartburny, but not sick, nothing like that. And I literally was driving home and I was like, babe, I be having heartburn. I kept telling him I was having heartburn. And then, Flo was late. She didn't come. And so it was just like a day, literally. Like, I just felt it. And I took a test and then it was like, y'all was like in the morning because they say use the first P. So it was like, it was super, it was like what, 4 o'clock? 3:30?
Early.
It was early. And so I peed on and I didn't even look at the stick. I just walked off.
She peed on it, then she gonna come run in the background. I'm knocked out. Okay? I didn't even know she was taking the test. She gonna come tap me in the middle of the street talking about something. I'm like, what does she mean? Talking something. I'm like, what? She's like, go see, whatever. I'm like, okay. So I go in there, whatever, halfway asleep. It's like 4 a.m. And all I see is a little test on the goddamn counter with 2 little lines. I'm like,
yes.
All I did was just look, nodded my head a little bit, and went and laid my ass right back down, y'all. Because by this time, it is what it is. This is our 3rd pregnancy now. I mean, shit.
Yeah.
This is nothing new now at this point in time. So, long story short, y'all, found out we were pregnant with Survivor. We're in Peoria now. So we went for the first doctor's appointment, and then we didn't even find out the first doctor's appointment. The first ultrasound.
No, everything was normal with Survivor.
Everything was normal with Survivor.
Anthony actually wasn't even there when something was discovered. He was at work. So basically, everything was going normal, besides my normal high-risk stuff. At 16 weeks, for the first time, I went to go see my high-risk doctor. So I went to go see him. It was me and my sister-in-law because Anthony had a big crazy work schedule. He had to work. So it was me and her, and we were in there getting an ultrasound, and they were just looking around, and I don't know. You could just kind of tell something was off because the ultrasound tech was like really acting like kind of weird, and me and my sister-in-law kept looking at the screen, and something just looked weird, but we didn't really know what. And when the ultrasound technician was done with the ultrasound, she was like, "Hey, I'm gonna go with the doctor." But they were taking like a really long time. And then when the doctor came in, you could just tell something was going on, and we didn't know what it was. So she comes in there, and she's just like, "Okay." So she ultrasound herself. She wanted to see. So when she went in there to look, what you could see is like this big like black circle. That's all you can see, the head of the baby, and then this big black circle. That's all you see. And I wish should have put his ultrasounds to show y'all what we're talking about right now. So basically she was like, this is what's going on. Either you have a daughter, you're pregnant with a girl, because at the time we didn't know the gender. You're pregnant with a girl, she has an ovarian cyst, or you're pregnant with a boy and there's something going on with his bladder. Okay. At this point, I'm crying, I'm hysterical, I'm trying to figure out what's going on, I'm just lost. So we go sit down, they're like, okay, we're going to refer you over to another specialist, you have to go see him immediately, like tomorrow. So Anthony, of course, is with me now. He missed his work. We have to be there. This is something we have to do together.
Right.
So we go in and we get a regular ultrasound.
They do another ultrasound. Everything is fine with that. And then they pulled us into the office with the doctor. So they're like, yeah, everything's fine, you guys. We're going to go ahead and set up a meeting with the doctor so they can go ahead and give you guys the results of...
the ultrasound.
Yeah. So we're sitting in there, and they offering us water and snacks, trying to keep us, comfortable.
It was just weird. It just you could just tell something was like off. You knew it.
So the doctor comes in. This doctor, he was super super nice, very informational and everything like that. So he comes to us like this, y'all. He's like, okay, he's like, so what we see going on is it looks like, like she said, either it's a girl or it's a boy.
No, he never even said that.
No, he never did.
He knew the gender already.
He knew it was a boy.
He
told us what it was.
He just sat down and got straight to it, period. Yeah. He sat down, and what he said, well, you're pregnant with a boy. Congratulations. There is something going on with his bladder. It's what we like to call BOO, bladder outlet obstruction. And he was like, these are your three options. You can either terminate your pregnancy. You can either, 2, let life take its course and the baby will basically die. Or 3, he says you can go to Chicago and you can go and get this shunt put in your stomach to release his bladder. And, that'll be the best fighting chance that you have. Mm-hmm. So we went. Of course, we're fighters. We take the best fighting chance that we have.
Right, we're not going to do all that extra stuff.
Yeah. So we went to Chicago. They basically tell us all the stuff that's wrong with the baby. I get MRIs. I mean, guys, it was crazy. We sat in this room with doctors. We were sat in a room with
cold room for 3 hours. You had an MRI.
Well, no, I'm talking about we sat down with the doctors.
Oh, we
had a meeting with 8 doctors for what was wrong with him. 8 doctors, you guys. 8 doctors sitting in there. We're just
everybody
didn't
got
know
on
what
white
to do.
Coats and stuff, and we just
and they're just like telling us all these diagnoses, all this stuff that they're gonna do to him once he's born, and just all this information. We're literally in here with a notepad, just writing, going and going, because it's just pages full of stuff, information they're telling us. Long story short, the trip in Chicago ended because they said that I was not qualified for the shunt because the baby still had plenty of fluid around him, even though he wasn't able to urinate. And if you guys don't know, after 20 weeks, all the fluid around the baby is pee. So we went back to Peoria. At this point, reverse it a little bit. The doctors tell us all the different options that we kind of had as far as like what the baby's life will be like after birth. They kind of gave us like a birth plan. Basically told us he would spend a lot of time in the NICU.
Everything like that.
There's a chance he can come out and be on dialysis, complete kidney failure,
kidney transplants.
He might not, just a lot of crazy stuff. So we at this point basically kind of had like no hope. We were like hopeless, you know what I mean? Because we were just all this stuff, and none of it was really like that good. I mean, they were saying that they could help us, but the outcome of it was just so sad. Like, the fact that he might be born and be on dialysis, the fact that he might be born and spend years in the NICU or never come out of the NICU or, stuff like that. And so we came back home, and at this point, they still had the option on the table. Don't forget for us to terminate. We still had the option up until 24, I think it was, that we had the chance to say yes or no. Are we going to keep fighting, or are we just going to give it on?
And they asked us all the time.
They asked us over and over, are you sure what you want to do? They weren't pressuring us, but they were just simply asking, like, what are you, this is the decision that you have to make. So, of course, you know how we get down. We kept going. And basically we came back home. They told us, we're going to monitor you. We're going to monitor the baby every single week, twice a week, every week until the day you deliver this baby. Keep going. We see all these different specialists. They're getting us prepared for the worst. They're letting us know his kidneys, they're extremely dilated. He is probably, one doctor even told us that he had no kidney function.
Yeah.
That he was going to come out. He was going to have to get this surgery to remove the blockage. He's most likely going to have issues. He's going to spend lots of time in the NICU. Can't say how long. And this is all we're hearing. We're pregnant, okay? So we get into labor and delivery. I have a normal delivery. I push him once, regular.
They did have to induce you because
I had to be induced because the fluid was starting to get low around him at 37 weeks. Thanks, baby. The fluid was starting to get low around him at 37 weeks. So they did induce me. They took him out. We didn't get a C-section, but they just induced me for a regular delivery. One push, boom, it's the virus here. So the NICU people, they're already in the room because, of course, they're expecting the worst. Something could be wrong. majorly.
They had the kidney doctor there.
Everybody
Everybody
transport for the NICU. Everything was ready to go.
So they checked him out in the room, y'all, and they just was completely shocked.
They were
First of all, when he came out, when Tasia pushed him out and they threw him on his chest, he automatically was peeing.
Yep, just
he peed right
now,
on her.
keep in mind, guys, if you guys are getting lost here, he was not supposed to be able to urinate. It was supposed to be blocked. Okay? He gets on my chest and just starts peeing. Now, another significant thing about that is Mikhail got on my chest. And when he first got on me, he was peeing. Like, it was just really weird. They both peed on me when they were born. And then when they put him on my chest, they both peed.
Yeah. So he peed. So when he peed, everybody was kind of shocked. And the doctors was like, oh, well, he's peeing. So that's a good sign. You know, that's a good thing. So he peed and they went and took him over to the weighing station.
Table,
and they weighed them, cleaned them up, all that good stuff. And the kidney doctor came in and looked at him and was like,
what's wrong with this baby? Like, what,
here?
you know? The only thing that they noticed is that he had undescended testes and that his stomach kind of had like this weird like appearance to it a little bit. So basically, I'm gonna wrap it up because this video, if we went into pure detail,
be 30 minutes. I already
but if we went into pure detail, this video could be hours. Okay, we're just trying to give it to y'all short and sweet so that y'all understand what we're trying to tell y'all. Because honestly, y'all, we're telling y'all, but even a lot of our family members, they don't even know half of the stuff. We didn't necessarily hide the pregnancy with Survivor, but we did not, I mean, people didn't even know I was pregnant until I was like 6 months. I mean, we really didn't say anything to people. Nobody knew any of the issues with him. Even once he was born.
Very close family.
Yeah, even once he was born, a lot of people to this day still have no clue that Survivor has anything wrong with him besides they know his name is Survivor and people are like, why?
Yeah.
But people, they just don't know. We just never felt like we needed to go into detail. But so basically
he was on the table. They examined them all up and
he was
like
fine.
I said, he was y'all passing all his tests,
doing great,
just doing great. So he did end up having to go to the NICU
and
he
put on
had
oxygen.
Jaundice.
They did end up doing the surgery on him.
They did the surgery
for the blockage.
For the blockage. Now, when they went in to do the surgery for the blockage,
y'all, the blockage was already gone. Y'all, nothing but the Lord, honey, himself could have did it.
It healed itself. The doctor
seen the blockage when in utero a day before, I was in the doctor the day before I delivered. I was in the doctor
one day, and then the next day,
2 days later, when they went in for the surgery.
It was gone.
The blockage was gone. And when they did his kidney function, they took his blood for a kidney function test to see what his creatinine levels were. To see his kidneys came out fully functioning. Day one. Fully functioning.
So at that point, y'all, before, I don't know when we decided to change his name.
We decided once he was born to change his name. It was Survivor. We just knew we had a whole other name.
Before it was Survivor, his name was going to be Makari.
Yep, to match Mikhail.
To match Mikhail. So it was going to be Mikhail and Makari is what we was going to have.
But it just couldn't.
Once he was born and he went through all of that and he came out to be literally a normal baby still to this day.
But he's truly a survivor. His story is crazy.
And
so basically we need to just get into the NICU details real quick. So basically he goes in the NICU, they do all these tests, of course, they have to see what's going on, they do an ultrasound. When they did the first ultrasound, his kidneys were extremely dilated. They were very large. His bladder was very large. Everything was just really, really big because he hadn't been peeing in all this time. Everything's just building up, going back up there, okay? So they do an ultrasound 2 days later. Significant decrease in the kidneys. A lot of the water came down. The dilation came down. His bladder wall was starting to look better and thicker.
Because he was peeing now.
He was peeing now.
Now that he was outside of the womb and the blockage was done, he was just peeing. Releasing all that pressure off his kidneys and stuff.
Exactly. So he, like I said, he ended up did get that surgery. Once they were done with that, we did discover that he had something that's called prune belly syndrome. Okay, this is something that Survivor still has. He will have for the rest of his life. Prawn-Belly syndrome is something I really cannot explain. You guys would have to really just look it up. The best thing I can tell you is that people that have Prawn-Belly syndrome, 9 times out of 10, either they don't make it or they have severe health problems. Kidney, no function. Dialysis from birth. NICU, months. I mean, there's the stories of Prawn-Belly syndrome babies are most of the time extremely sad, and the outcomes really aren't aren't that good. Maybe at some point in life, but not from day one for sure.
Right.
We're just beyond blessed. We're just beyond thankful because the only thing that Survivor has wrong with him is that he has his Prawn-Belly appearance to his stomach. And other than that, we go for kidney checks now every 3 months. The next one is next month in July.
Yes.
And then we go next month in July, and then we just check his kidney function. But as of right now, guys, he's doing great. He's been doing great. We're just so thankful for him.
Amen.
He is a Prawn-Belly syndrome survivor. And so that's just the quickest way we could tell y'all the story of our kids, our family. So now nobody has to ask anymore. There it all is. If y'all have any more questions about Prawn-Belly, anything else, you could drop it below, or when we do a live, you can hop in there and ask us. We're very open. We're not uncomfortable with answer questions. So whatever questions that even if we can help somebody, there might be another mom out here that watches our YouTube who is going through the same thing. So if you have any questions, let us know. We're definitely not afraid, you know what I'm saying, to put it on out there. So this video was kind of more serious. It wasn't like a fun story time. So I just hope everybody enjoys this video because we're really just answering the questions that y'all been asking us. So we really hope you guys enjoy it. We really appreciate all the love and support thus far.
Amen.
We're at 1.3K.
We at 1.3K. We will be at 1.4K by the end of this week, so y'all stay tuned. Thanks everybody for supporting the Thompson gang.
Yes, we definitely appreciate everybody. We just appreciate everybody. Everybody that takes time to watch the videos, even if they don't have a chance to watch the whole thing. Even just for taking time out of their day to watch, comment, subscribe, like anything. We share us on their social media. We appreciate you. Thankful for everybody that watches our videos. We really are. So if you guys like this video, remember to give this video a thumbs up, comment on this video, subscribe to our channel, and share this video with everyone that you guys know. Don't forget, we have not forgot about that giveaway. That video will be coming soon.
Amen.
And I hope everybody has a blessed day.
Thompson gang.
Peace.
Ladies and gentlemen, and all the lovers around the world, I want to talk about the one I love.